You're watching CES Live, powered by Ustream.tv, the most powerful way to stream live video, and by NewTek, makers of the TriCaster family of broadcast and streaming systems. And now, CES Live.
Of CES here. I'm John P.
I'm Renee Ritchie. How's it going, John?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. We're having lots of interviews, giving you guys lots of good content.
The best content
ever,
quite frankly,
in the universe.
In the history of the universal tech.
That's right. But for now, we've even got more great content because we've got Jeff and Mark here from Element.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Hey guys. Great.
Thanks for
having us.
Thanks for joining us. You've got a whole
They covered the table.
Spread o boxes.
Yeah. It's been a big year. We have a lot of new stuff to show. It's really pretty exciting.
You hire like 900 more people?
You'd be surprised. We're still, what, 35 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 35.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, first of all, tell us what you guys do.
We make high-end premium cases primarily for iPhone, but we are branching out into more S4 and other Android-type devices.
We also added Xperia this year, and we have our iPad and iPad mini stuff as well.
Cool. So the most popular devices you guys are making high-end cases for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clearly, iPhone.
Nice. Okay, well let's take a look at them. What have we got here?
Well,
this looks interesting. I have not seen this before in an Element case.
Yeah, this is the Rogue Black Ops. So the back of this is actually manufactured by a company called Hogue, and it's military spec. So it's the same material you might see used on like arm grips and things like that. So we're actually going to be at SHOT Show next week with this as well. The first iPhone case ever to be at SHOT Show, the big firearm show. So that's pretty exciting. It's the same material that we use on the back of this one. It's the Sector 5 Black Ops, and it's called G10. And it's aluminum around the side rails as well. And then we also have their insignia here on our Ion case.
So what does that grip do, Jeff? What does that allow you to do with the case?
It's definitely more rugged. It's very light, and it's CNC machine, so it allows us to make the parts very thin and precision machining, whereas if we molded it in plastic, it'd be a little bit thicker and probably in the end come out a little bit more, a little thicker and just kind of fatter. So we try to keep everything really thin, and machining is the way we do that.
Yep.
There's this dichotomy in the iPhone is that a lot of people want an iPhone, but they all look the same. And maybe they don't want something for it. They want something high-end. They spend a lot of money on their iPhone. And what I like about what you guys do is obviously the name Black Ops. I've also seen stuff that's like Formula One derived. You're doing things that are not only high-end, but are almost geek niche, awesome culture stuff.
We really like to make cases that people are going to use for the life of their phone. I used one of these ones for 3 years on my iPhone 4, never got a scratch on it, dropped it hundreds of times, never cracked the glass once. We have this new one as well. It's $100. It's the Solace Chroma. We have it in blue and red, so we can have your super cool, super rugged cases, and we have the stylish ones, and we really just like to make stuff that complements the quality of the phone. If you're going to spend $1,000 on a phone and $5,000 over 2 years, why not make a case that's going to make you proud and stand out from everyone else?
So you're going now, especially with the Solace, you're including the backplate. I remember the previous generations were more like bumpers and you'd have a sticker you could put on the back, but now you're building the backplate right in.
We still do that. We still have a separate backplate on the higher end because it's removable, so it keeps it very thin. But on some of the lower cost items, like this new Solace here, it's basically like a baby brother to the Ronin, our high-end Ronin. So it's got two pieces of CNC aluminum versus a full CNC aluminum perimeter frame. But yes, it is. The backplate is built into the main chassis now.
Yeah, and a lot of accessories as well, like the wallet and the tactical holster, and then we even have some of our gold line stuff as well that we're coming out with. So
you did a Chinese New Year special edition.
Yeah. And,
every year we try to do that. This year is the year of the horse.
Yep.
We didn't bring that with us. It's in our booth. But.
Tell me how this works, because what you've got is a really kind of rugged, tough case. That's not the kind of thing that you just you don't shove your iPhone into it because it's rubberized. How do you actually attach this around a phone?
Well, this one you're going to use the speed wrench, and you have to remove the screws here. It's a semi-permanent installation, but it can always be interchanged. We now include a back plate where you can tack the backing onto it, so if you're going to take your phone off, and the adhesive backing will stick here, so you have a good place to store it. And all the parts will go in here, and but once it's on there, we've got really nice wide openings on the bottom. Pretty much a lot, like Belkin works really easily with it, V-Moda works really easily with it. Anything that's like straight into it, you might want to use something like this, but it's very
Confession, I
versatile.
cheat. I take off 2 screws, just slide it in. Is that bad?
Not necessarily. I mean, the
I call
Ronin
it
is
the
supposed to
speed
be installed
install.
that way.
Our customers don't seem to mind fiddling with it and taking it apart and being a little bit creative on how they, it's a little bit more work, but our customers seem to enjoy it and kind of appreciate it.
So what are your lines for this year? I mean, every year you seem to surprise me with something new.
Well, we've got the Ducati stuff, and unfortunately, I forgot to bring one out of the showcase. But if you can imagine this with a nice Ducati red up on the side here, so we're
It's
going
off
to be
racing around the track is where it is, right?
Indeed,
Right.
yes. We're one of 2 companies now doing the Ducati stuff, and Draco's the other one, but we're hoping we might be the only one if we're lucky enough this year.
So what does that mean when you put some Ducati name on the case?
Jeff?
Well, that means that our brand is going to resonate to some of the higher end lifestyle customers who wouldn't otherwise be so keyed into the mobile accessories market. It allows us to get our name in front of that crowd that we are actually aiming for. Because in the end, we're more of a lifestyle. We're not so much high tech. We're more lifestyle and sports and action oriented. So Ducati and sharing our name with them helps us to get in front of the right audience.
Yeah. Well, the other neat bonus too, we're going to be in all the North American and European dealerships for Ducati. So y'all should be able to pick us up in stores now.
When
as
you
well.
buy your motorcycle, John, you get the matching case to go with it.
Yeah.
And then
of course.
you stick on your
like a Porsche.
those cases will all work with
$2,000
the mounting
Yeah.
system as well. So you can snap them into your bike, and it can mount to your bike.
And you have the iPad versions down there as well.
Yep. This is
Nice.
our brand new Softtech Pro. So last year we came out with our first folio case. This year now, this is actually my iPad in here, my personal one. So this one now has a fixed typing and viewing stance. And then this will actually detach. I'm not going to do it here because it's a little tricky, but this part comes off and it will just be like a solid case so you can get the flap off there.
Nice.
And then
The
we
whole
have
idea for
iPad
this
Air.
line is to be modular, so that when you take the cover off, you can actually snap in like a hand strap
Yeah.
or a commercial mounting device, a stock,
like
or
people use it like for check-in or
Yep.
Eventbrite, things like that. It's very easy and
So-
When we're keeping track of a show, we can just have it on our hand.
exactly.
You still be very
nice.
durable, but you can customize the way you're gonna.
right. So this
Yeah.
this is launching this week, and more accessories to come on this.
70 on this
69 on that.
one? Yeah.
How about the pricing on some of these other units?
This is the highest end in our Black Ops line, and that's the Black Ops Pro Elite, and that case retails for $220.
Okay.
And again, it's because it's a full CNC
Yeah,
machine
CNC
aluminum.
machined and everything.
Right,
Yeah.
CNC G10, and then it goes down to a $49 TPU and ultra suede
Gotcha.
back plate.
And that one you can
Nice.
just slip on real easy, but they all offer the same level of protection. I personally love the Solace myself the most. And
I
then-
kind of like the idea of having to use a little wrench and screwdrivers and things to just put my case on because A, it's geeky and badass.
It is, absolutely.
And
I think a
B,
lot of people
CA.
do. We do.
Yes.
Well, you guys, thanks so much for coming by to show us all these beautiful, beautiful cases. They're just absolute works of
Absolutely.
art precision.
And
So
typical style for us, we want to give away one of our gold sectors.
Oh.
So anybody who wants to grab one of these, you can do a comments one, but we'll toss one of these away after the show.
nice.
Awesome.
We'll add it to the giveaways. All
That's
right.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. And you guys, thanks for continuing to watch all of our coverage here at CES Live. We'll be right back with even more after this.
More awesome.